Mexico is experiencing a resurgence of its railways. The country is investing heavily in new train lines. These lines will connect distant cities and boost the economy. At the heart of this revolution is the Tren Maya. This ambitious project promises to transform Mexico's Yucatán Peninsula. The Tren Maya is just the beginning. The government has announced plans for even more lines. These new routes will crisscross the country. They will link up with existing infrastructure. This expansion is part of a larger plan to modernize Mexico's transportation network. The goal is to make travel easier and more efficient. This investment in rail is a significant development. It signals a renewed focus on sustainable transportation. Trains are more environmentally friendly than planes or cars. This makes them a key part of Mexico's efforts to combat climate change. The government believes that trains can help create a greener future for the country. The expansion of Mexico's rail network is a major undertaking. It requires careful planning and execution. The government is working with engineers and construction companies. Together, they are building a transportation system that will benefit generations to come. This is an exciting time for Mexico's railways. The Tren Maya is the centerpiece of Mexico's railway revival. This 1,000-mile line will loop around the Yucatán Peninsula. It will connect popular tourist destinations like Cancun, Tulum, and Chichen Itza. The train is expected to carry millions of passengers each year. The Tren Maya is more than just a tourist train. It is also intended to boost economic development in the region. The train will connect remote communities to larger cities. This will provide new opportunities for trade and commerce. It will also make it easier for people to access education and healthcare. The Tren Maya has generated mixed reactions from the public. Some people are excited about the project's potential to bring jobs and investment. Others have raised concerns about its environmental impact. The train line will pass through sensitive ecosystems, including rainforests and mangroves. Despite these concerns, the government is moving forward with the Tren Maya project. Construction is already underway. The first phase of the line is expected to open in the coming years. Time will tell if the Tren Maya can live up to its promise. President Claudia Sheinbaum has big plans for Mexico's railways. She has announced a $7.7 billion investment in new passenger lines and freight upgrades. This is in addition to the funds already allocated for the Tren Maya. Sheinbaum's vision is to create a truly national rail network. Sheinbaum's plan includes 4 major new routes. One line will connect Mexico City to Nuevo Laredo on the U.S. border. Another will run from Mexico City to Guadalajara with a branch to Querétaro. A third line will link Pachuca to Felipe Angeles International Airport, and a fourth will connect Nogales, Arizona to Mexico City via Guadalajara. Construction on the new lines is set to begin in April 2025. The government aims to complete 1,860 miles of new passenger lines by the end of Sheinbaum's term. This is an ambitious goal. It will require a massive investment of resources and manpower. Sheinbaum is confident that her plan will transform Mexico. She believes that trains can help to reduce inequality, boost the economy, and protect the environment. Her vision is one of a modern, interconnected Mexico, a country where people and goods can move freely and efficiently. Section 4. Connecting the nation. The expansion of Mexico's rail network is not just about building new lines. It is also about connecting existing lines and improving infrastructure. The government is upgrading tracks, signals, and stations. This will make train travel safer, faster, and more reliable. One of the key goals is to create a seamless connection between Mexico's different regions. This will allow for the efficient movement of goods and people across the country. It will also make it easier for businesses to operate in different parts of Mexico. The government is also working to improve connections with the United States. The proposed line from Nogales to Mexico City is a key part of this effort. This line would create a direct rail link between Mexico's industrial heartland and the U.S. market. These connections are essential for Mexico's economic growth. They will facilitate trade, tourism, and investment. They will also help to strengthen ties between Mexico and its neighbors. Section 5. Navigating the challenges. While the expansion of Mexico's rail network is an exciting development, it is not without its challenges. The government faces a number of hurdles. These include environmental concerns, budget issues, and ridership problems. Environmental groups have raised concerns about the impact of new train lines on sensitive ecosystems. They argue that the construction of these lines could lead to deforestation, habitat loss, and pollution. The government is aware of these concerns. It is working to minimize the environmental impact of the projects. Another challenge is the high cost of construction. Building new train lines is an expensive undertaking. The government must ensure that it has the financial resources to complete these projects without jeopardizing other important programs. This will require careful planning and fiscal responsibility. Finally, the government must also ensure that the new train lines are well utilized. The Tren Maya, for example, has faced criticism for low ridership numbers. The government needs to make sure that the new lines are convenient, affordable, and attractive to passengers. This will require effective marketing and outreach. Section 6. A legacy of rails. Mexico has a long and storied history with railways. The country's first railroad was built in 1850. This connected Mexico City to Veracruz. This marked the beginning of a period of rapid railway expansion. By the early 20th century, Mexico had a vast rail network. This crisscrossed the country. However, the Mexican Revolution of 1910 to 1920 took a heavy toll on the railways. Many lines were destroyed or fell into disrepair. In the decades that followed, investment in rail declined. Roads and air travel became the preferred modes of transportation. Former President Andrés Manuel López Obrador made the revival of Mexico's railways a key priority of his administration. He oversaw a significant increase in investment in rail infrastructure. He championed projects like the Tren Maya. He believed that trains could play a transformative role in Mexico's development. Sheinbaum is continuing López Obrador's legacy. She is building on his foundation. She is expanding and modernizing Mexico's rail network. Her goal is to create a world-class railway system, a system that can meet the needs of Mexico's growing population and economy. Section 7. Transforming Mexico. The expansion of Mexico's rail network has the potential to transform the country in profound ways. It could boost the economy, create jobs, reduce inequality, and promote sustainable development. The new train lines will connect different regions of Mexico like never before. This will facilitate trade and tourism. It will also create new opportunities for businesses and investors. The construction of these lines will also create thousands of jobs. This will provide a much-needed boost to the economy. Trains are also a more sustainable mode of transportation than cars or planes. By encouraging people to choose rail travel, the government can help to reduce Mexico's carbon footprint. This will contribute to global efforts to combat climate change. The expansion of Mexico's rail network is an investment in the future. It is an investment in Mexico's people, its economy, and its environment. If successful, this ambitious undertaking will leave a lasting legacy for generations to come. It will shape the future of transportation in Mexico,